Individual difference among learners. Cited previous year question paper analysis shows that one or two questions are regularly asked from this chapter. Mostly questions from this chapter are asked from the topics like basis of individual difference and importance of individual difference in education. Meaning of individual difference. It can be defined as the variations we observe among members of any group of individuals in a particular characteristic such as language, culture, religion, gender, attitude, etc. We are aware that no two persons are exactly alike. Thus, children born of the same parents and even twins differ in various aspects. The two main causes of individual difference can be classified under broad categories of heredity, that is traits inherited from the parents, and the environment, that is what is acquired from and communicated in different cultures, communications, religions, etc. Broadly, individual difference may be classified into two categories such as inherited traits and acquired traits as given below. Individual difference, inherited and acquired. Inherited, physical, mental and টেম্পারামেন্টাল, এবং অ্যাকওয়ার্ডের মধ্যে হচ্ছে সোশ্যাল, কালচারাল, এডুকেশনাল অ্যান্ড ইমোশনাল। অ্যাকওয়ার্ডের সোশ্যাল, কালচারাল, educational and emotional. Each student is a unique individual, being different in cognitive and affective development, social maturity, ability, motivation, aspiration, learning style, needs, interest, potential, etc. from others. Apart from these, others factor underlying students' difference include innate difference in intelligence, difference in social and economic background, and various in past learning experience. Thus, educators should not try to narrow down the gap between individuals or to even out their abilities and performance. Instead, they should aim for understanding why students are able or unable to learn well and find appropriate ways to help them learn better. Understanding differences. Educators and teachers need to understand individual difference based on diversity of language. India is a land of large number of languages being spoken in various communities. Thus, it is not necessary that the language used at home and neighborhood of a learner is the same as that used as the medium of instruction in school, particularly if this language of instruction is English. Thus, children face difficulties in reading comprehension and writing skill. The low level of proficiency of learner is a language may be due to not understanding the nature and structure of the language, not comprehending the scope of the language, failure of teachers to consider biases taking place due to caste, creed, race and gender, and reluctance of teachers to understand the role of mother tongue for the child's cognitive development. Cultural, community and religious. It is well known that learners belonging to socially and culturally poor backgrounds face problems in excelling in academics. The scheduled caste ST and the scheduled tribes scheduled caste SC and scheduled tribe ST are having such backgrounds. Learners from these sections need to be brought into the mainstream of society. Gender. Due to gender difference, one individual differs from another. Men are strong in mental power. On the other hand, women on the average show a slight superiority over men in memory, language and aesthetic sense. Women excel men in shouldering social responsibilities but are more emotional than men. Family. Even two children from the same family, thus having similar genetic traits, may differ in personality significantly. This may be due to physical difference, gender and various environmental factors like treatment by parents, education, etc. This causes variation in learning among people. Emotions. In some individuals, positive emotions like love, affections, amusement and like are prominent, whereas in some negative emotions are more powerful. Some are emotionally stable and mature, while others are emotionally unstable and immature. This affects learning significantly. Physical difference. Individuals differ in height, weight, color of skin, color of eyes and hair, size of hands and heels, heads, arm, feet, mouth and nose, length of waistline, structure and functioning of internal organs, facial expressions, mannerism of speech and work, and other such native or acquired physical characteristics. These may cause individual difference in learning. Attitude. Research has demonstrated that some individuals possess their attitudes that are highly consistent with both their feelings and beliefs, whereas other individuals possess attitudes that are less consistent of feelings and beliefs. Persons with highly structured attitude provide faster, effective and cognitive attitudinal response than those whose attitude are not well structured. Personality. Individuals may vary in personality and social behavior. It is generally accepted that some of this variation is due to difference in genes and some of the environment. That is to difference in that individual experience. This variation causes learning difference. Aptitude, intelligence, and acquisition of core skill. Individuals are also found to have different aptitudes. Some have mechanical aptitude while the others have scholastic, musical, or artistic aptitude. Thus, they will differ in their effective learning of certain skill. Individuals differ in intellectual abilities and capacities like reasoning and thinking, power of imagination, creative expression, concentration, etc. These cause difference among learners. Individual difference in core skill acquisitions are influenced by factors like general intelligence, speed of being able to understand procedures, and psychomotor speed. Importance of understanding individual difference in education. It is important for teachers to understand individual difference so that they can create a learning environment to take care of the learner's physical and socio-cultural difference. For effective learning, teachers have to reconcile the difference within a class of learners with regard to psychological, personal, social, religious, and other factors. They should adapt the methods given below for taking care of such difference effectively. Divide children into groups for classroom activities, with each group consisting of learners with diverse culture and talents. Develop a curriculum to accommodate learners' individual difference. Develop a curriculum to accommodate learners' individual difference. For this, a teacher should use a variety of pedagogical approach and means of assessment. Decide teaching learning strategies to suit the individual needs of students. For this, a teacher should build a previous experience learners using with them. This will make the students to learn better. Take physical difference between learners into account and control the learning environment in the classroom to ensure optimal learning opportunities for all.